Is Ride to Happiness going to be better than Time Traveler? Honestly, I think so, yeah. But before we come to that conclusion, I want to compare both rides. Let's go to Silver Dollar City, where the first ever micro-ride spinning coaster is located. Let's talk about this coaster for a bit. Time Traveler has a control spin. That's going to be the same for Ride to Happiness, so if you have experienced that, you'll know how it feels. It's not going to be as aggressive as the teacups or a wild mouse, so you're not going to feel dizzy after the ride. Time Traveler has 3 inversions, a dive loop, a vertical loop and a zero-G roll, while Ride to Happiness will have 5 inversions, a curved JoJo roll, a banana roll, a vertical loop, a zero-G roll and a double inverting dive loop. So if you look at these inversions and you compare them to the ones on Time Traveler, you'll know that Ride to Happiness is going to be more thrilling. Just like Time Traveler, Ride to Happiness will have 2 launches. You have the standard launch where you start from a standstill and you have a rolling launch. Mack Rides is not known for the most intense launches, so don't expect a first full launch on this ride. Oh yeah, I do want to mention that I haven't ridden Time Traveler. I'm kinda stuck in Belgium and I would love to go to America, where the theme parks are actually open, and to ride all these amazing coasters. But once COVID is gone, I'll be sure to make a trip to America. So I have both of the on-ride POVs here on screen, so let's compare both rides. But a quick note, these POVs are without the spinning trains, just to let you know. I'm going to divide this part of the video into 3 sections. In the first one, we're going to talk about everything that happens before the first launch. Then we are going to discuss everything that happens before the second launch. And finally, we're going to talk about what happens between the second launch and the final brake run. Let's start off with Time Traveler. So the coaster starts off with a 90 feet drop, and right after that you're going into the first inversion, which is a dive loop. Then you're gonna take a bank turn to the right into the first launch. Ride to Happiness start off with what they call a banked JoJo roll. A JoJo roll is basically a barrel roll or a hardline roll, but the difference is that it is located directly out of the station. If you look at Copperhead's track at Carowinds or Hydra the Revenge at Dolly Park, they both have a JoJo roll. But I gotta say, I am very excited about the element. It goes very slow, so that's going to give you tons of hang time. After that, we're going into the first launch. So to compare the first few seconds of the coasters, Time Traveler and Ride to Happiness both have an inversion. I think the one on Ride to Happiness is going to be more thrilling because it's very slow. It's going to give you tons of hang time, but Time Traveler does have a 90 feet drop, and of course Ride to Happiness doesn't have that. So back to Time Traveler, after you hit the first launch, you go into this element. I don't know what it is called, but after that you go into a vertical loop. Then you go into a twisted airtime hill, and then you go into the last inversion, the zero-G roll, and then you hit the second launch. So here we have 2 inversions and an airtime hill. Once you hit the first launch in Ride to Happiness, you go into a top hat with an outside bank turn. Then you have the drop with the cliffhanger, but that has been removed if I'm correct, don't quote me on that. After the drop you go into a banana roll, which I'm super excited about. I have never experienced one, so I can't wait to ride this element, especially with the spinning trains. Then you have the vertical loop, and right after that you have the zero-G roll. Then you bank to the right into a twisted airtime hill, just like in Time Traveler, and then you hit the second launch. So a lot happened here. We have the same inversions as in Time Traveler, a zero-G roll and a vertical loop. But here we also have a banana roll, which is a very unique element. Now with Time Traveler we've had all the inversions, but there is still a second launch. This one is a rolling launch. So after the launch you go into this bank turn. I don't really know what this element is called. If somebody knows, please let me know. And after that you hit the brake run and the ride is over. So nothing special happens between the second launch and the final brake run. Just some bank turns, and that's kind of it. But once again, that's not the case for Ride to Happiness. After the second launch, which is by the way also a rolling launch with a little bunny hop, you hit the final inversion, which is a double inverting dive loop. I have experienced a dive loop before, but I have yet to experience a double inverting dive loop. So once again, I'm really excited. After that you have an airtime hill, you bank to the left into a dive turn, you hit some bunny hops underneath the double inverting dive loop, and then you hit the brake run. The last part of Time Traveler was kinda whack, but that's not the case for Ride to Happiness. You have a double inverting dive loop, you have some bunny hops, you have a dive turn, so it's way more exciting, way more thrilling than Time Traveler. And I'm not here to diss on the ride, to say bad things about the ride. I know Time Traveler is an amazing coaster, I've seen the comments, I've seen the reviews. Damn, that was a great voice crack, but I've seen the reviews, I've seen the comments, I know that Time Traveler is an amazing ride. And I also know that you can't rate a roller coaster by its POV. But if I compare these POVs instead, I expect that Ride to Happiness will be better than Time Traveler. But just like Blue Fire, Time Traveler is the first one of its kind, so they took Time Traveler, improved what can be improved, and placed it in Belgium. The coaster might be a big flop, I don't know. I'm very excited though. I'm going on opening day if I'm available, and I might make a vlog when I go and make a review. I don't know yet, but then again, that's my thought. I would love to know what you guys think. Is Ride to Happiness going to be better than Time Traveler? Please let me know down below in the comments. Anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.